Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
Washington Post World, July 19. 5:02 America, New York. Pakistan resumes search for 29 missing after boat capsized. Officials say Pakistani rescuers have resumed a search for 29 people who were missing after a passenger boat carrying nearly 100 members of a wedding party capsized in the fast-flowing Indus River.
New York Times World News.
July 19, 5 o'clock America, New York. Words of War. A literary lifeline for the battlefield. Does poetry have any place in a war zone? For one correspondent, it is indispensable. Civilians fleeing fighting in Mosul, Iraq, in 2017.
New York Times World News.
July 19, 5 o'clock America, New York. The best restaurants in Basque Country, Spain, according to a Michelin-starred chef. Alvaro Garrido, chef of the Michelin-starred Mina restaurant and a Bilbao native, shares 5 favorite restaurants that have weathered the pandemic in Spain's northern autonomous region. Basque Country is an endless feast.
Mirror World News.
July 19, 4:55 America, New York. Boris Johnson, forced to quit by Russian spy sting. Kremlin tries to tell troops. A propaganda guru has allegedly been shipped out to Russian forces fighting in Ukraine in an effort to boost morale with a series of bizarre claims, including about Boris Johnson's resignation.
BBC News World. July 19, 4:40 America, New York. Iranian film director told to serve 6 years in jail. The arrest of acclaimed filmmaker Jafar Panahi had been condemned by the Cannes Film Festival.
Washington Post World.
July 19, 4:34 America, New York. Taliban says quake shakes Afghanistan, injures 31 people. The Taliban says at least 31 people have been injured after an earthquake shook a remote area of eastern Afghanistan.
Mirror World News.
July 19, 4:26 America, New York. Passengers terrified as Spanish train comes to a stop in the middle of deadly wildfire. The apocalyptic scenes were recorded by commuter and political communication expert Francisco Sion Perez, who was aboard the 9:30 a.m. train to Ferrol in Galicia when flames surrounded the carriage.
RT World News. July 19, 4:22 America, New York. Flights stopped after runway melted. Media. The UK's Royal Air Force had to divert flights from an airbase due to extreme temperatures, the Ministry of Defense has said.
Washington Post World.
July 19, 3:59 America, New York. 22 killed, 33 injured in car crash in southern Egypt. Egyptian authorities say at least 22 people were killed and 33 injured in a car crash on Tuesday near Egypt's southern province of Minya.
BBC News World. July 19, 3:08 America, New York. Ukraine war. Putin to visit Iran in rare international trip. Russia's leader has confined his trips to the former USSR since the invasion of Ukraine in February. New York Times World News.
July 19, 1:25 America, New York. Bolsonaro gathers new audience for old claim. Brazil's elections could be rigged. President Jair Bolsonaro elevated his vote fraud claims from a matter of domestic politics to foreign policy, heightening international fears that he would dispute the coming election. A photo released by the Brazilian presidency showed Jair Bolsonaro during his 47-minute presentation to foreign ambassadors on Monday in Brazil's capital.
BBC News World. July 19, 0:58 America, New York. Tourists stuck in Chinese resort city after lockdown. Concerns are growing about the impact of China's zero-COVID policy on its economy.
RT World News.
July 19, 0:19 America, New York. Modi wants to cure India's addiction to foreign arms. India's defense industry must achieve self-reliance. PM Narendra Modi said India is seeking to build an entirely new defense ecosystem to drastically cut its dependence on foreign weapon supplies and eventually turn into a major exporter of modern arms, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said at a military innovation forum on Monday.
Time. July 18, 23:48 America, New York. Europe broils in a heatwave that is fueling wildfires in France and Spain. La Teste de Bouc, France. A heatwave broiling Europe spilled northward Monday to Britain and fueled ferocious wildfires in Spain and France, which evacuated thousands of people and scrambled water-bombing planes and firefighters to battle flames in tinder dry forests.
The Washington Times stories. Advocacy.
July 18, 2303 America, New York, DHS panel finds no need for disinformation board. A Homeland Security panel has recommended against the controversial Disinformation Governance Board, calling the body needless.
https://globalnews.ca/feed/.
July 18, 2259 America, New York. Sinkhole causes partial closure in Vancouver Strathcona Park. The closure affects the park's tennis courts, along with a number of pathways directly adjacent to them. Sinkhole.